Currently, manufacturers are competing to create a type of green packaging. Packaging is a big element of marketing nowadays, yet a lot of it is harmful to the environment. This is because of many factors. When such packaging becomes garbage, it consumes a lot of energy, cartons and wrappers.
The increased standard of life today enjoyed by the inhabitants of many nations has resulted in a massive rise in garbage. This might have disastrous consequences for the planet's environment. There is no question that immediate action is required to protect our ecosystem from this impending tragedy.
Unfortunately, parking isn't always easy to get by. Several companies provide parking lots or garages where at least some of its workers may store their automobiles. The majority of individuals, on the other hand, must rely on public parking lots, which are frequently multi-story, or attempt to park on the street, creating chaos.
some people frequently exploit their physical structure to frighten those who are smaller and weaker. Thus, despite the fact that education is a crucial aspect of a child's life, a rising number of youngsters are refusing to attend school. It's not that the job is too difficult for them, but they are terrified of their teachers.
Medicine has advanced to the point that more individuals can live longer. What matters is the quality of life, and people age in different ways. Some individuals live to be quite old and capable of looking after themselves, while others of the same age are not so fortunate. The worst part about becoming older is that the intellect frequently gets less awake.
In today's environment, educational degrees are seen as quite valuable. They are necessary for those who wish to work in professions and earn a decent living. As a result, most parents strive to motivate their children to study hard in school and attain academic achievement through good grades.
Individuals with disabilities are frequently regarded with contempt by capable people, as if they were little toddlers. A person in a wheelchair, for example, may be entirely disregarded, and queries like "Does he want black or white coffee?" may be directed to a companion rather than the individual directly.
Fans become enraged when they believe a referee has made a mistake, such as unfairly handing one of their side a red or yellow card, or failing to spot a foul committed by a member of the other side when tackling. The majority of the time in the field, this is pleasant, but problem might arise at any time.
Every year, it appears that an increasing number of individuals travel overseas for vacation. Unfortunately, this implies that an increasing number of individuals are experiencing the hardship and aggravation of international travel. This usually begins at the airport, regardless of whose airline you are flying with.
Parents' concerns regarding computer games are frequently related to their children's health and social abilities. They believe they should be outside getting some exercise and playing with their buddies in the fresh air. Because many of them prefer to play alone, they live fairly solitary lifestyles with little opportunities to contact with others.
The problem in progressing nations is that far too many of us are eating food that is neither healthy nor deficient in many of the vitamins that are necessary for good health. We rely too much on convenience meals as a result of our hectic lifestyles, instead of taking the time to create a nutritious meal for ourselves.
There is some skepticism about government's ability to regulate outputs. For example, governments can now limit the sale of dangerous commodities, such as weapons and knives, by requiring purchasers and sellers to get a license. But who will have control over the output of millions of 3D printers?
We typically feel fantastic after eating chocolate. Even some health professionals don't refute it, because it's considered to have a biochemical effect on the pleasure-related region of the brain. If you're feeling down, some chocolate may be a genuine tonic that quickly lifts your spirits.
Most people are now fully aware on the consequences of smoking, whether or not they choose to take action and quit. Most non-smokers consider smoking as an immoral habit that gives them some inconvenience rather than a health risk. Still, many people do not yet realize that even being in the company of smokers can make them actually ill.
According to some scientists, organically grown food is no healthier than conventionally grown food, since the amount of pollutants in food is not high enough to be hazardous. However, organic food is becoming more popular, and this is not a passing trend. Certain people believe that some specialists aren't purely impartial about this.
In far too many countries, items that have been genetically altered are required to display this data on their labels. However, several big food manufacturers are now claiming that distinguishing this type of food from normal types is becoming increasingly difficult. Nevertheless, protesters continue to demonstrate against the sowing of genetically engineered agricultural trials.
Medicine's primary goal has always been to treat illness. Recent medical advancements, on the other hand, appear to be changing the lives of healthy individuals as well. Pharmaceuticals and many biotechnology-developed companies are growing in a new era of medicine in which people's thoughts and bodies will become far more powerful.
Governments have effectively managed traffic levels in the past by putting financial duties on drivers. Initially, they increased the expense of driving by boosting gasoline taxes or increasing parking fees. At the same time, they invested in rail and bus travel, making public transportation more affordable.
Watching movies was already a popular leisure pastime in the United Kingdom, even before Hollywood came to dominate the business. These films had a limited profile initially since people preferred other types of entertainment, and they were only screened after other performances in theaters or in abandoned stores.
A herd of elephants in Zambia comes every year in November to consume fruits from the same clump of mango trees. Some animals make cunning use of their surroundings to get food and assistance for their trips. A good example is the Arctic tern. It has the longest migratory route of any organism known to science.